Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be going through my guide of how to survive when your significant other goes to boot camp. Just a disclosure, this is just what worked for me. My boyfriend went through basic about 3 years ago, and these are just the tips and tricks that really helped me. But it was requested that I do a video about it, and I wanted to share with you guys what really worked and helped me, because there's so many things that I didn't think about or know about until I was in the situation. So I really want to be able to help everybody else get through the hardships that I went through, and we can all come out on the other side better for it. The first thing that I always recommend doing is journaling. Anytime anyone asks me, hey, what did you do to help when your boyfriend left for basic? Journaling. So basically what I did every day, every evening, I would go and I would write about my day. And I would write it as if I were writing to him. So it really helped me feel more connected to him. And even though we were thousands of miles apart, I felt like I was still getting to tell him about my day at the end of the day, what was hard, what was easy. And I could also write about, hey, I really missed you today. And it just really helped me to get in touch with my emotions, even when I didn't really want to be in touch with the emotions. But it's really important to recognize and acknowledge that you are having those emotions, so then you can work past them and make yourself joyful. Because one thing that my mom told me when he left, it was the day after he left, and I was crying all day long, and she looked me in the eyes and she said, he wouldn't want to see you upset. He would want you to be happy while he's gone. He would want you to continue living while he's gone. And that stuck with me ever since. I think about it really often. If I ever get super sad, I'm like, this isn't what he would want for me. And I know that, and it's hard sometimes to live by that, but it is something really important to remember if you are struggling. Definitely journaling. And I wrote it I wrote it like I was talking to him, and it made an amazing gift for him. As soon as he was done with basic, I handed it to him. I said, Merry graduation day. The second thing that really helped me, number 2, is trying new things. So I know that sounds like scary and kind of, but I mean like small things. So I got this when he left. It's just like a texturizing salt spray that I wanted to try in my hair, but I never wanted to try it when he was around because I was like, if I look crazy, I don't want him to see. So try it when he's gone. I mean, I also got this argan oil, and I just was trying new things for myself, like self-care and some new face masks and stuff. And I was like, well, if I break out, he's not gonna see it, so who cares? So just trying some new things. It could be a new activity. I picked up a new hobby when he left. I crocheted a lot when he was gone. Crocheting is super easy to pick up, and if you want another video, comment down below if you want to see some of my crochet projects, because I have several. But those were super good for me because I was able to show him at the end, hey, while you were gone, this is what I accomplished. And even if it's not as extravagant as going through basic and joining the military, it's still something that you did, and it's really important to recognize your small accomplishments. And so I really liked crocheting. I have friends that picked up scrapbooking or picking up YouTube or TikTok or any of those things, just so you could feel a little bit of productiveness in your day. And it's a really good outlet to express your feelings. I made 3 videos ago, a couple videos back, I was talking about my depression, and it's just been really good for me to have the support system that YouTube and TikTok and trying to be more active on Instagram has given me. Tip number 3 is to spend time with people that are important to you, people that love you, people that you love to be around. Spend time with your family, your friends, your coworkers, I don't know. But I know that a lot of the times these people don't really understand what you're going through, and they can't understand, but they also love you and they want to help you. So just because that they have never had a boyfriend that goes to basic, or a girlfriend or whoever, doesn't mean that they don't want to be there for you. And I know it's really easy to try and lock yourself away in your room and pretend like none of it's happening and just push people away because they just don't get it. But I promise it is so much more beneficial for you in the long run, especially to keep those people close in times of distress and sadness. And I think it's so important that you tell these people how much they mean to you because they are really trying their best to help you. So definitely keeping those people close and doing things with them that might distract you a little bit. Like my friends and I, right after my boyfriend left, we went to a water park. And so for the entire day, my mind was on which slide are we going on next? Not, oh my gosh, I miss him so much. So I think that that is a big, big one that everyone kind of forgets about when it comes to taking care of themselves when their boyfriend is gone. Tip number 5, do a photo shoot, girl. Go take some cute pictures and print them out and mail them to him. He will love it, and you will look super cute and feel super cute and good about yourself, and it's just a super nice memory to have. Like, I was sad, but I put on some makeup and I was feeling myself, or didn't put on some makeup, whatever floats your boat, but and then you get to send it to him and he's like, ooh, there's my girlfriend waiting for me back home. So I did that often. I still do that. And he always loves, I'm like, I'm doing a photo shoot today. And he's like, oh my gosh, you had to send me pictures first. I have to be the first one to see them. So he is very supportive of that and loves to see the pictures. Number 6, I always recommend reading a book. I know that high school or whatever school might have ruined reading for you, because it ruined reading for me for a really long time because I had to read all these crappy books that were stupid and they all had deep hidden meanings. But now I can read books about dragons and about fairies and no one can tell me not to, and stuff that just piques my interest. So I highly recommend reading because A, it's a fantastic way to pass the time. Once you get lost in a book or you get lost in a series, that takes up a lot of time. And so when those months are feeling extra long, if you can read a book, the months will go by faster. So I always say that the first month and the last month are the longest, and it's true. That's why I always start a new book in those months. So right now I am reading The Invisible Life of Addie Larue, and it is really good. I'm really liking it. I didn't really get back into reading while my boyfriend was at basic, but I got back into it when he was deployed. And that was a game changer for me because I could also count the months in books. Like, oh, he's been gone for 4 months, but I've read 8 books. So, and it's also a great conversation starter if you're a little concerned or worried about that first conversation after he graduates or after you see him again. Books are a fantastic conversation starter. What did you do while I was gone? Well, let me tell you about this book and my new favorite character and my new favorite book boyfriend and blah, 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 blah. You can go on and on and on about a good book. So, and usually they really like to see what you're passionate about. And if you get passionate about a certain book or a certain series or a genre or something, he's going to love that. He's going to feed into it and he's going to ask you questions about your book. And my boyfriend actually went and he read some of the books that I read while he was deployed. He's back now, and he was like, hey, can I borrow that book? You told me about it. It sounds really good. So I preach to the high heavens about reading because it just makes you feel so good, and it is such a healthy coping mechanism because it's still getting something productive done that's not staring at your phone or the TV, and it's like really good for your mental health. Number seven? Is, and I know that not everyone can do this, and I didn't really do it that much while, again, he was at basic, but I did it more when he was deployed, is splurging on little things. So basically, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you know I have a candle addiction. This candle makes me actually sad because I used to have a Jeep, and this was the scent I put in my Jeep, and it smells just like my freaking old car, and it makes me sad because I miss that car, and it's not the smell in my new car, and so it's just very nostalgic. It reminds me of high school. So anyway, back on topic. go spend a little bit of money on yourself. You know, if you're having a really bad week, go buy a $15 candle. These are always on sale. Go get a small one. Or if you really like chocolate covered pretzels, get that one snack that you just really like and you just never let yourself get because it's too expensive or it's not healthy or something like that. I'm a chocolate covered pretzels kind of gal. So anytime I get really sad, I will go buy chocolate covered pretzels and I will eat them for 10 minutes and then I make myself put them away. So splurge a little bit on yourself because while he's gone, I know it's hard and I know that you can kind of start to lose yourself and your emotions. But if you focus on things that you really love and you're like, well, I really like to put on a cute dress, go to TJ Maxx and get you a cute dress. They're like $17. That's one big thing that I didn't really do that I wish I had done. And I know that a lot of people can't do it because they can't afford it, but small little wins, like getting a getting a nice smelling candle or a cute dress, may make the difference between a good and a bad week. So this one kind of goes back to my first thing with journaling. I actually forgot about it until I just looked over. But having I don't know what to call this. It's like a guided journal almost. So my best friend's mom actually got this for me. It's 1 question a day for 5 years, which is a big commitment, but I'm gonna try to do it. But so it asks you a question each day that you could fill out. So if the original journaling idea isn't really suiting for you, if you don't really like writing about your feelings, doing something like this just to help you reflect each day might be beneficial to you. And it's not just questions like, were you happy today? Or how did your day go? This one is, are you working the right job right now? Or what did you want to say today that you didn't? What made you smile today? Like, just what foreign language sounds best to your ears? Just like silly things that, and some of them are more deep than others. Like this, the first day was a goal that you want to accomplish this year. First person you thought about, what color best describes your mood? I don't know. So I highly recommend one of these and get yourself a cute little pen pack and journal away because these guided journals really help you if you don't really know what to write about or you don't want to write about your day and you do want to write something down. They're perfect. The next thing on my list, I don't know what number we're on, I think 8, I guess, I don't know. But next thing on the list is a DIY memory box. One thing that I did a lot while he was gone, as I mentioned before, I crocheted, but I was also super crafty just in general. And I would get all these boot camp letters from him and I wanted to keep them, but I wanted to keep them in a special way. And I wanted to keep pictures of him all in one spot and any little things I got. Like I have this necklace that says home of the free because of the brave. And I put that in the box, but I basically went to Michael's or you could use like an Amazon box or something like that. And I made a little memory box and I put all the pictures of us in there. All of his letters are in there. And it was just it's also amazing for me to look back on now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we were so little. But at the same time, I still put some new stuff in there too. Anything really military related goes in that box. Music, number 9, 10, I don't know what number we're on. Music. Making a playlist. I would not have survived without a good playlist because I rely on music super heavily to get me into a good mood. I need it. It fuels me. I have very specific songs that I like to listen to that will instantly put me in a good mood. And I'm sure that a lot of you guys are like that too. Certain songs just make you feel super good and they're all feel good music and it could be from your favorite movie soundtrack or just your favorite songs on the radio, but having good music to listen to can really like change the vibe of the day. I can wake up and be really sad, not want to do anything, and then I turn on my happy playlist and boom, on the way to work, I am feeling fantastic. So music is important to put together and don't make it all like sad, like I miss him songs, because those will not boost your mood. They will make you wallow in your feelings, which sometimes we need to do, and I do it a lot, but if you're looking for a mood booster, put those hype songs in your playlist. And last but certainly not the least, if you guys have any other ideas or things that you did that you think would be helpful for people, drop those below in the comments. I know that a lot of people would love the advice and the help. Everyone that is going through this is going through it for the first time, at least most of us are. And so having that backing and the help, especially within this YouTube community and on my TikTok page, my Instagram, anything like that, drop those comments because it might help someone and it might make the transition a little easier for somebody else if it helped you. So before I reveal the last tip, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it. I really want to welcome as many people to this family as I can. And all my other social medias are linked down below. If you're interested in checking those out, I would be very appreciative. Number 10, I think, which is join a support group. I know that a lot of people have experienced negative support groups, or they join like military wives Facebook groups, and they're just not helpful. They are toxic or just not good for you, which is why I am a huge advocate for the TikTok community. As a member of Military Girlfriend TikTok and knowing several other members, I love to help and answer any questions in my DMs and my comments. This video was actually requested to me by someone in the comments. So it may not seem like a support group, but everyone is here for you. And we all want to see you thrive, and we all want to see you get through this, just like we did. And I also made a Facebook support group because I tried to do Snapchat and it wouldn't let me add everybody, and it was a disaster. It just didn't work for me. So I made a Facebook group. I will link that down below for you guys. If you want to go check it out, join. I monitor that very heavily so that there will be no negativity. We only like positive comments and questions and all of that. And it's really good if you have some experience too with this topic to help someone who is more new to the experience. So highly recommend joining that. It's been really good for me. People have been asking some questions that I know the answers to, and people even ask questions I don't know the answer to. And it's okay to be like, hey, we don't know the answer, but here's our experience with something similar. So joining these support groups so you can ask your questions and you can air your grievances. And people make posts where they're just ranting. They're like, I am very upset today. My life sucks and I miss my boyfriend. And that's okay. Like, you need to be able to get that out and get that into the open. You don't want to have all that building up for months and months and months. That is going to be all for today's video. I just wanted to thank you guys again for watching, and I really hope I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.